Okay, so here's the helmet. Close it all the way. So overall, I think it's worth 60 bucks. A few issues though that I had with it. One, the first thing I noticed rather was this side pad goes in there like this. It buttons in there like that, and then this little flap that you see right here slides into this retaining wall like that. You can see it's done that right there along this line. But the issue is that I had to glue it shut. You see that's what that residue is right there. It slides in there, but when you have it in there and you're putting the helmet on, you have to grab it like this, you know, and just that pressure makes this pop out. I'll show you in a minute when I put the buttons together. So that's annoying because then both these two back tabs are hanging out the back like that a little bit, and that's just, you look like a dingus. Not that big of an issue though. I don't think it's a safety issue or anything like that. It's just more aesthetics. It connects, it actually connects to the helmet through these buttons. There's 3 buttons. There's one right here. Connect it just so you can hear it. I mean, they're positive connections, but they're definitely not the strongest. They're plastic buttons with a little tiny metal detent in the middle. I mean, it's a positive connection, but it's not the strongest. It's not like the denim button or anything like that. So you can see it's connected, but sorry about the lighting. The retaining tab goes into this little sidewall. And then it looks like this. It's in there. So that's what it should look like and stay like. But when you grab the helmet, watch. Just doing that. Not like trying to make it happen. You just grab it. It slides out like that. And that's with most of the pressure on the couch. If I'm actually putting it over my head and grabbing it, I gotta squeeze harder. When you squeeze harder, it really falls out like that. And then when you let go, it hangs out the back like that. That's what I was talking about. So I had to rubber cement that shut. Whatever. Also, it's white right there, so it's foam, and you have to paint that yourself if you want a streamlined black look. But next thing, and more seriously, is the strap. It's convenient and it works really well. It's got a good positive connection. That's great. Easy, quick release tab or pull right here. Pull and it just comes out like that. But I can see why manufacturers still use that U bracket style, even though it's super old school. It's because there's not much metal in there, and it's less metal to pad because this gets really uncomfortable when you connect it. Hold on a sec. Solid connection for sure. That's one of the better things about this helmet. But the problem is that there's not enough pad. So you see that this middle bracket right here is still unpadded. So it's hard. Is it metal or I don't know? It's either hard plastic or light metal, maybe aluminum. I don't know. But it goes into your jawline, pretty, you know, it digs in there, and or the crease of your neck and like where the top of your trachea is. So like if you swallow and you're looking behind you, you can feel your Adam's apple sort of right along there. It's not so big of an issue just for comfort wise on like everyday using, but I wouldn't want to be in a crash with it because I could see this, you know, jerking back and causing some injury on your neck. Definitely bruising, maybe even worse. I don't know. I haven't tested it myself, but that's definitely something to be aware of. I wish there was a better strap system here. But 2 more things. These vents open and close like that. I've had no issues with it. I've had it for about a month. I put, I don't know, 2,000 miles or so on it. So I can't really complain about them. Like right now they seem really positive, but sometimes they just seem a little weaker. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I can't say how long they'd hold up though. Mine have held up for as long as I've had it, which isn't very long, but I can't say that they're bad because they haven't broken on me. That wouldn't be fair, but they don't seem super sturdy. But again, it's a $60 helmet. Finally, the face shield opens up, and there's a little slide that holds this locking lug right there into place. So I just kind of pop that a little bit. When it pops out, then you just pull, and it slides out like that. I like it. I had no problems with it, and it's cool because I don't think you even need to pull the slide in order to put this on. So like if you have your helmet on, you can just sort of find the groove and then press. It's really easy, but this couch is squishy, so yeah, there we go. It slides in, and then yeah, you're good. Just be careful because You can put it in and it could only be half in, like sort of how when I pulled the slide and it sort of popped out in the beginning before I actually pulled it out. And it'll, if it's new, if the helmet's new to you, you may think it's on, but yeah, see, it could be like that, to where it's, the locking lug's not all the way in there, but it's still sort of on the helmet. And then it'll still open and close, you know, but it's not really on there. So you just gotta be careful of that. So you still gotta make sure it's in there good. I'll do it in a second. It's hard with the phone. Yeah, so overall I think this is worth 60 bucks. Definitely a better helmet out there. I wouldn't want to use it as my primary helmet, although I have been, just because I'm broke. Yeah, definitely better than not wearing a helmet at all. So take it for what it's worth. Hopefully this was helpful. Bye.
I just got my helmet in. GLX GX11 helmet. Comes with air vents on the top, air vent in the middle right here. You want it, air vent on the back, and an air vent right here. So this is a size large that I have. Let me put it on real quick. I do wear a size large, and I wear glasses. So I'm gonna take my glasses off, obviously, because you can't just put it right on your head with your glasses on. It's not gonna work like that. So you see, it seems like it's not gonna fit, but it is gonna fit. So I like to pull these tabs out a little bit, just so my ears don't like fold over. Put this down, and I can put my glasses on, and then put the strap in. Strap goes in the bottom, easy strap. Lays down and boom, just like that. Just like that. And then take it off. There's a little tab right there. There's another tab right here. This is to like pull it like tighter. It's the red tab. Pull it, and it comes out just like that. And then I could just take the helmet off. Okay. Solid helmet. It's my first actual motorcycle helmet, so I've never actually had one before. The only issue I have is just this vent right here. So you're thinking like, okay, it's an air vent, what's wrong with it? But if you actually looked inside where your mouthpiece is supposed to be, which is right here, let me turn on the light. So your mouthpiece is right here, and there's not a place for air to come through because this is all rubber. And if I go closer, you'll see, yeah, you guys should be able to see that right there. So this is just the piece for your nose. There's not really anything there. And the air vent's right here, but there's no actually no place for air to come through. So the vent right here is just, it doesn't do anything. There's not a place for air to come out. I don't know if it will come out, if there's a way to do it to make it come out, but I don't want to damage the product. So best not just try not to just break it and stuff. Maybe it will come out, maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I'm not gonna try to damage the product. But as far as like a first helmet goes, pretty solid. And it does come with a second visor, which I've lost. Oh, here it is. So it does come with a second visor. It comes with a tinted visor and a clear visor. So if you are riding an electrical bike like I am, and you want to just wear like a motorcycle helmet, like if you have like a 52 volt system or 72 volt, and you just want to wear a helmet and stuff, like this is pretty good for it. Very well recommend For your first helmet, I definitely will wear this. If you do get, it does get hot if you're trying to ride during the summer. So like if you are riding during the summer, it's not that bad. As long as you keep moving, you'll get breeze and stuff, or you could just lift the visor up, you know, to get some air if you need to stop real quick and get some couple of air. But definitely gonna get some RGB lights on it, or one of those mics that like attach to the side and stuff. But definitely I would recommend them. 8 out of 10. But in that case on Amazon, 4 out of 5.